funeral of one dead person who died of fentanyl poisoning.
I think now let's bring in Senator Roger Marshall, who sits on the Homeland Security Committee. Roger, Senator, good to see you. This is disturbing because Mayorkas is at the tip of the spear of America's open border. As John Kennedy pointed out, he's lied to Congress, lied to your committees, but Democrat senators say no need for a trial.
Yeah, today the senators on the Democrat side just set the Constitution on fire. They just gutted the Senate of any power in this checks and balances of powers that the Constitution describes. That the Senate was just neutered for all practical purposes. We can no longer impeach a sitting president. Is what the future looks like. Look, Alejandro Mayorkas, of course, is responsible to, in my heart, the 250,000 people who have died from fentanyl poisoning. So all 51 Democrats voted to shut down this trial. That's a vote to keep the border open. It's a vote to say to Laken Riley's family, we don't care about your loved one. And I just hope and pray that when the real trial comes on November 5th, the good people from Montana and Ohio and other states that are in these purple districts and purple states, that they're paying attention as well. But this is a sad, sad day in history for checks and balances in Congress and with the executive branch.
It also, Senator, we were talking about, and these are the new figures, it talks about the threat of China. And according to a Gallup poll in February, what country do you consider to be the greatest enemy of the United States today? Far and away, it was China. So it's China who unleashed the coronavirus on the United States, killing so far almost 1.2 million people. China subsidizing the manufacturing and export of fentanyl materials and then sending them across our wide open border, and also buying the vast majority of oil exported from Iran and indirectly subsidizing terrorist activities and the murder of Americans. And what has the Biden administration done about China? Jack all.
Well, that's a great question. Instead, they continue to feed the beast. Look, there's $300 billion of trade between America and China. But to your point, the CCP actually makes the fentanyl precursors in their own laboratories. They hand it over to the Chinese triad. They bring them across the oceans, give them to the cartel. Then the cartel turns it into fentanyl tablets and distribute it. And from your earlier story, I wanted to talk about these weed farms. Kansas sits right next to Oklahoma and Colorado, which have legalized marijuana. Now we have all these Chinese nationals working in those weed farms, growing illicit marijuana with the legal marijuana, and unfortunately it's coming right through Kansas. I wish the Attorney General would come to Kansas, sit down with my law officers. We'll tell them exactly where these Chinese nationals are. They're working on those weed farms in Oklahoma and Colorado, and we're bearing the brunt of all that poison coming across our state.
And it is poison coming across the state. You know, Senator, you never think that Ronald Reagan or Ford or Carter or Nixon would have allowed this many Soviets to come across our border in the 70s or 80s. But here, Joe Biden thinks it's fine to let the Chinese come into our country real quick.
Yeah, 140,000 Chinese nationals that we know of across the border. Again, we have 2 million known gotaways. How many of those would be Chinese nationalists as well, terrorists? That's why America is in a pretty sad situation, a threat to our national sovereignty and our safety right now.
And these Chinese keep trying to gate crash our military installations and other military bases, more than 100 in the last few years. Senator Roger Marshall, thank you so much.